How do you feel about today's competition?
Overall, I'm pretty pleased. Obviously, there were some little things that I was a little unhappy about, floor being one of them. One of my passes, I sat it down, but came back pretty strong on pommel, and the rest of the day was pretty solid.
What are you most proud of?
I'm proud with how well I picked myself back up on horse after that little mishap on the floor, for sure. Pommel's been a routine that I've been really working on to be consistent as possible, and it paid off in the end today, so it's coming together.
So you're not a stranger to adversity. Can you tell us a little bit about your injury and how you came back from that?
Yeah, so I was at the Pan Am Championships in Medellin for 2023, and during podium training on rings, I did a kip to cross, came in a little low, and my left pectoral muscle snapped right off my humerus, and that was just after making an all-around comeback from doing my knee like 2 years before. So it was it's quite the hard blow, but yeah, that was about like 5 months of rehab of just getting the mobility back and even doing like basic daily motions again, to then getting my skills back and getting comfortable enough to trust it for a lot of the strength stuff. So it was a long process, but we're pretty much back to all six now, so right in the nick of time.
So how did it feel returning to Colombia, competing at Pacific Rim Championships, and then taking the top spot on high bar?
It was the best feeling in the world. It was the validation that I needed in the location that I needed it to happen to. I talked to Felix about this a little bit, and he said that it was almost like when I first went to Colombia and it happened, it was almost like we went into hell and I lost a piece of myself, and now I went back and I got it back from myself after that. So, no, it meant everything to me.
So you were obviously injured during 2023 when the team went to Worlds and qualified. How much of a motivation was it watching your teammates compete at Worlds and qualify a team to the Olympics?
It was absolutely amazing. It was like, there's something different about being with the group of guys that you train with every single day and watching them pull off what you see them do every day. And the fact they did it under pressure and they made history. It was a little bittersweet that I wasn't there to join them and contribute to that, but that's why at this competition I know that they've given me the opportunity to make my dream a reality, so I owe it everything to them to give it my best.
Moving back to this competition, was there any routine or specific skill that you were really excited or proud to show off?
Probably the Babs-R and P-bars.
Okay.
That was one skill that I haven't really worked on too much. Maybe only in the last few weeks that I really started to be comfortable enough to really start throwing it again. And it's a very dynamic, it's a fun skill to watch, so I'm happy about that one.
Were there any other upgrades that you were competing today?
I added in the Giannisson and Yamawaki's on rings now that my pec started feeling a little more comfortable. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So 2028 was the last year Canada qualified an Olympic team. Do you have any memories from watching that team compete?
Oh, definitely. I remember being super young and watching, maybe not the Canadian team specifically, but just watching the Olympics going on. And my parents remember me making a few little remarks on what the guys were doing well and what they weren't doing well. So I guess it kind of strengthened my technical eye for the sport at a very young age.
So how does it feel now, so many years later, to be once again part of Canada Gymnastics and sending a full team to the Olympics?
It's truly amazing. Like, there are no words for it. And it just strengthens the bond between us also, because we're not fighting against each other for the lone spot anymore. We're really like encouraging each other to give it our best for the collective. And so it's just such a great dynamic to be a part of, really. So,
what are your goals for Saturday?
I want to improve on things that didn't go so well. I want to try to clean up a little bit on my high bar routine. I thought for how I did, I was kind of hoping for a bit of a better score, but that just comes down to being a little more refined. Want to clean up my landings on floor for sure. Podium, and the floor on podium is a little hard to read, so I need to work on that a little bit more. And otherwise, I just need to trust the prep up until this point.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck on Saturday.